Alright guys, today we are going to learn about absolute value. So get your notes out and write down today's I can sentence. Uh-oh, not green. Okay. I can find and illustrate the absolute value of a number. The absolute value of a number. Okay, we've been talking about positive and negative numbers, which are integers, and this ties in with this integer idea, okay? The absolute value of a number. Now, here's probably one of the biggest vocab words or terms of the whole year, so I want you to write it real big. Absolute value. Put stars around it. All right, make it real big on your paper. Absolute value, here it is. A distance from 0 on a number line. Okay, a distance from 0 on a number line. That is absolute value. That is huge that you remember this definition. Absolute value is a distance from 0 on a number line. All right, let's jump in with an example. Example number 1. Example number 1. So here's what absolute value looks like, okay? 2 bars, and in the middle of 2 bars, you're going to have an integer. So let's say -8. All right, and you have your equal sign. So let's say that this is what's in front of you. Well, what they're asking you to do is they're asking you to find the absolute value of -8. That's what you're supposed to do. If we go back to our definition, absolute value is a distance from 0 on a number line. So -8 on a number line, we need to know how far away it is from 0. And the easiest and most sure way to do that is to actually make a number line, put your 0 on it, and we need to go down to -8. Now I always like to go one more, so -9. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9. And on the number line, -8 is right here. So we want to know how far away is it from 0, because absolute value is the distance from 0. So we start at -8 and we jump back to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the absolute value of -8 is 8. Now it is a distance, so you can say, 8 jumps. You could say 8 units, 8 steps away, 8 jumps away. You can say whatever. It's a measurement. So its absolute value is for sure a measurement. So you need to say how far away it is from 0. So -8 is 8 jumps away from 0. Now, as a measurement, absolute value is not positive or negative. It is not positive or negative. It's just a distance. Okay? Now, what do I mean by saying that? Let's take a look here. All right, here's a person. All right, this is Sally. All right, say hi to Sally. Here's Sally. Sally's got curly hair, apparently. Okay. Here's Sally. If she walks, here's the sidewalk she's on. Here's where she's standing. If she walks 3 steps forward, 1, 2, 3. Okay? We can say she's walked 3 steps forward. 1, 2, 3. She took 3 steps. Now, if we say she takes 3 steps backwards, okay, 3 steps backwards, 1, 2, 3. How many steps did she take? 1, 2, 3. Still 3 steps. Does it matter that they were backward steps? No, it's still the same distance. She still went the same distance. 3 steps forward is the same as 3 steps backwards. So a positive 3 steps forwards is still the same distance of a negative 3 steps backwards. Right? Absolute value is just a distance. It's not positive or negative. Right? All right, let's look at another one. Example number 2. Let's find the absolute value of positive 4. Absolute value positive 4. So if you have to show this, you just make a very quick little number line. We want to go to positive 4, and I'd like to go one more, so let's go to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice we don't even need the negative numbers on this because we're not going into the negative, so I'm not going to waste time putting them on there. So I plot my mark at positive 4. Absolute value is a distance from 0, so I need to show that it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 4 units or 4 steps or 4 jumps from 0. Away from 0. All right, absolute value positive 4 is 4 units away from 0. All right, the only way this gets any trickier, okay, let's look at example number 3. We're going to do example number 3 and example number 4, and then we'll be done. Check this out. What if I do this? The absolute value of negative 6, or the negative, check it out, the negative absolute value of negative 6. Okay? We're just going to look at the absolute value part first. Okay? Absolute value of negative 6. All right, here's my number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's negative 6. Okay? How many jumps away from 0 is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 jumps away from 0, or 6 units away from 0. But now check this out. There's a negative symbol on the outside. So whatever my answer is, I now have to make negative. Okay, so we took care of the absolute value part, which was 6. All right, and then we had to go ahead and go, okay, there's a negative on the outside, so whatever answer I got, now I have to make negative. So my final answer is negative 6. It's like an extra step. Okay, all right, one more. Example number 4. You might see absolute value in problems like this. Let's see here. The absolute value of negative 2 minus the absolute value of positive 5. Okay? Now, if this happens, all right, this is kind of like Aunt Sally. Oops. All right? You need to find this answer and then find this answer and subtract those 2 answers. All right, so the absolute value of negative 2, let's do that part first. All right, negative 2. So here's 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. All right, negative 2 is right here, and it is 2 jumps away. All right, so 2 units, 2 jumps away. And then the absolute value of positive 5. Here's my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, positive 5 is here. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps away, or 5 units away. Okay. Now that I have those 2 answers, all right, now I need to go ahead and do the subtraction. 2 minus 5. Well, if I have 2 things and I take away 5 things, I'm left with negative 3 things, right? If I have 2 things and I take away 5. If you have $2, let's think about it that way. If I have $2 and I owe someone $5, now I have negative $3. I still owe $3, so 2 minus 5. So you do the absolute values first, and then you subtract them like normal numbers. So your answer here would be -3. All right, go ahead and try the quick check quiz on Schoology and see how you do. Make sure you take some time and write down your number lines and show the jumps. You're still brand new at this. I think Notability or Educreations has a number line you can use, or if you want, let's see what I have up here. Go to google.com/images and type in number line and go ahead and find one of these to use so you don't have to keep drawing it over and over again. And you can screenshot it. Like this one might be a good one to screenshot or save as an image.